What's going on there, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists, and welcome to my reflections video, my reflections on Florida. As you can see, I'm back home, I'm back in mini Warzone, back in the studio, back in the cold. It's been raining, of course, it's cold, wet, and I'm very stupid, but I've got my Florida Orlando t-shirt on here, look. Just to kind of make me feel a bit better. But I'm here. So I actually did film a reflections video whilst I was out there, like the day before I went home, or the day I went, the day before we went home, or a couple of days before I think. And I was going to put that up, but no, I thought I'd do it while I get home. I'm just going to have a sip of tea from my new Hulk mug. Look at that, I got that from Universal. A nice big ass cup. Have a big ass cup of tea in. Although, to be fair, I'll probably use it to store things in, just because that's the way I am. Might keep it more as a display thing, but now and then I might use it. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, I have things to show. I'm going to do an unboxing of that later on. Before I left for Florida, I said about my plans for the Orc Bomber, and my Death Watch. It's all still going ahead. I just want to get back into the flow of things. There's going to be the next couple of weeks are a bit rammed busy for me here, so real life might get in the way of a few things, because we've got a gig coming up. We need to practice for that like crazy. It's in 2 weeks, and you know, Christmas and everything else. So you may see a decline in videos on the channel. I don't know, but anyway. But that aside, we'll come back to that in a moment. I'm back. I'm home. My dogs are home. Everything's well here. My sister met us at the train station, picked us up and brought us back. And, you know, it was really good. Bless her, she brought us a few basic essential supplies that I was thinking I'm going to have to go out and get anyway. Things like milk and bread and cheese and stuff so I can make a sandwich with, you know, just general stuff that you don't think, you don't tend not to think of, I suppose. But she's been away a few times, so I guess she knows the score with that. So, in case she is watching, thank you, sis. Really appreciated that. So got off. Well, how do I start? Like I say, I filmed a reflections video in Florida, but I decided to do it here because I don't know, I can reflect on it more now I'm away from it. I think it was an amazing holiday, absolutely amazing. I hope that the channel content was okay whilst I was away. The things I pre-filmed. Excuse me, still tired, still suffering from jet lag, I think, because I didn't catch up properly yesterday. But keep falling asleep, so forgive me on that. It's going to take me a little while to get going again. So the holiday was much needed, the rest was much needed, and I think once I'm fully recovered I will be bouncing back bigger and badder than ever. And I did mention expansion for the new year, and that still stands. And being over in America truly made me think about scale model building, and in particular American vehicles, American trucks and cars and things like that, because they look amazing when you see them in real life. It's like, wow, they are amazing. So I've seen a few awesome vehicles, and I've ordered one that I want to try and build. I don't know if I'll be able to, excuse me, I don't know how well I'll be able to pull it off, scale model building, I really don't. But, you know, give it a go and see how we get on. I guess it's going to be interesting. I think I might learn a few new skills along the way, so that'll be good. I also want to expand to another game in the new year. I don't know what that is yet, and it's a nice predicament to be in. I mean, I can't afford it at the moment anyway, whatever it might be, but even to have something to work towards, you know. I mean, this holiday took us 5 years to save for. 5 years is a long time. Of strict saving as well, that was. And now we've been in that lovely villa, which was amazing. It really was. It's made us want to show our home a bit more love. So we're going to lavish some attention on our home here, back in the UK, and try and make it a bit more nicer and more comfortable for us. So that's what we're going to do. So that's the personal stuff. What else? We did loads of stuff. Rides and parks and eating out and various things. Went to NASA. I got myself a window sticker I'm going to pop on. I got myself a souvenir of the Mars Curiosity rover, souvenir coin, which I wanted some sort of souvenir. You know, I got like that was amazing. That for me, going to NASA was my highlight of the holiday. Going to the Kennedy Space Center, that was my own personal favourite. And seeing and being able to touch the Space Shuttle Atlantis, which was the first space shuttle they sent up and brought back successfully into space. It took them 12 years to get to that stage. So I got loads of film footage and photos of that. That was pretty amazing. That was quite I don't know. I felt quite emotional when I first saw that. The veil went up and there she was in all her glory, full massive size. I thought I just touched the spaceship I saw on TV 30 years ago when I was a kid. Couldn't believe it. I mean, she had 30 missions before she was decommissioned. So she's looking a little worse for wear, but still looks good. And it was amazing. So that was my favourite part of the holiday overall. The favourite one thing. But of course there were loads of high points, loads of them. I could having our own personal pool and being able to swim whenever we wanted. That was just amazing. Some of the food out there was amazing too. Getting used to the driving and the road systems there. I mean, I didn't drive much at all. Mrs. Mini Warzone did the majority of the driving. She got it. She was a pro. By the end of the holiday, she was a natural, absolute natural. I just drove. I drove on one of the days. I forget where we went, but I drove on one of the days just in case she wasn't feeling up to driving one day, and I wasn't totally alien to what was going on, with the car and the road systems and all the rest of it. So that's why I did that. The journey back, however, was a bit of a nightmare. Long journey. Because the night before we were due to leave, we had to be out of the villa by 10. So we were up early. I didn't sleep the night before. I did not. I was just sat there, laying in bed thinking, have I got everything? Have I done everything right? What if we've packed too much or overweight? Various things. I mean, I got to weigh everything, but it seemed like every time I weighed it was different. I went through a billion different ways to pack our stuff because we came back with a load of stuff. So that's a lesson I learned. Travel light, really light, lighter than you think. And so I didn't sleep that night. Then I had to get a flight to Detroit, Michigan. So that was 2 or 3 hours. Then from there, a flight from Detroit back to Heathrow this time, London, not Gatwick. And then from Heathrow we took the Heathrow Express to Paddington train station, and then from there we took a train from Paddington straight down to Plymouth. I don't know, try and imagine, we've got all this, we've got a big case each on wheels that you pull, hand luggage, camera, you know, we've got personal items as well and various things. We're bogged down. So it was a struggle. It was a long haul home. I mean, none of us slept for over 24 hours, and we were all pretty strung out come the end of it. But my voice is still not right now. I still feel a bit shot. So yeah, it was a long journey home, very long journey. The first part was the worst. The first plane, because it was a smaller plane, you see, so rammed in like sardines, and it was just not comfortable for me at all. I was in absolute agony on that part, but grin and bear it, because you want to get home, right? So I'm here. I'm home. The best part was the journey from Paddington down to Plymouth. The train had a nice lot of legroom on compared to, you know, what we were used to. So that was good. Now I've got my things. You know, I bought this Walking Dead set in. I think that was in Universal as well, actually. Was it Islands of Adventure? Oh, I don't know. Well, it's all part of Universal, isn't it? But I forget which one it was. Anyway, I got that because it looked really cool. And Mrs. Minnie Warzone insisted I have it, so I got it. So I'm going to be doing that a bit later on. I have no idea the exact contents of it. I haven't opened it yet, I haven't broken the seal, but I will do. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be slowly getting into what I was doing when I left. And I know I've got the Death Watch to begin, which is going to be good, but I feel I need a couple of little models to get me back into the swing of things before I can go for something like that, because I want to pay the Death Watch a lot of attention. I want to do my best on them, and then obviously in the meantime I've got the Orc Bomber Memphis Belle, what was, to finish, which I will. Get some orcs on there, and guns and this, that, and the other, or Dakar. But yeah, so we're going to be doing that, and yeah, at the moment I just want to go slow. And sorry, this is turning into a bit of a long ramble, but it was never meant to be. It was only meant to be a short update. Excuse me, you don't want to see me yawning, do you? So anyway, as for live shows, I don't know when the next one will be. I really can't say until I feel better in myself. I'm still tired and half awake, it feels. Once I feel better, I'm back into my routine again. I'll let you know on that. I'm looking forward to getting back into it, doing the first one back again. That will be good. So yeah, but all in all, it was a fantastic holiday. It was just a bit of a rough journey home. Took it out of us, me especially. But yeah, we did have an amazing time. When they say holiday of a lifetime, that really was a holiday of a lifetime, and I'm glad I did it. I'm very, very glad I've got these memories now, and even the bits I forget, I've got lots of video footage and photos to remind me, plus my family, of course, to talk about it. And we had good fun as well with the games. We were just playing dominoes and stuff like that, just to wind down of an evening. That was good. Dominoes, actually, got quite heated sometimes in a good way, but it was good, because like if we did something in the day, like go to the parks, for instance, we come home, we would be feeling like muscles aching, and been doing a lot of walking. Straight in the pool, shower, pool, swim around for a bit, come out, get something to eat, and then play dominoes, trumps, whatever. And yeah, it was a good way to unwind from the day. And then you hit the sack, you lights out, and you just slept like a log until morning. Woke up naturally with the sun rays coming through the blinds of the window, and it was lovely, gorgeous. A couple of times I had to get up in the night, pop the AC down a couple of degrees, because the standard, what it says on the leaflets and the information was that the standard temperature was set to 76 degrees, which was the normal comfortable level of temperature for most people there. But it was just slightly too hot for me. So I put it down to about like 74, 75, and that was fine. It's just not what I'm used to. And getting off the plane as well, from shorts and t-shirt into this weather, it was like, oh. But it's good to get the coats on, so I got to carry them, But yeah, I went from hot to cold, and I'm cold now. I'm shivering. I just want to show that I'm wearing the Orlando t-shirt in defiance, really, I suppose, of the weather. Nice bright t-shirt made me feel like it's a bit more summery, even though it's not. Christmas is upon us now. I don't know, it's weird. I kind of feel like it's passing us by almost, because we're out there for my wife's birthday, which you may know is November the 5th, which is Guy Fawkes night. That passed us by this year. We were out there, didn't really see anything or hear anything. Halloween passed us by because I don't know, we were in the pool anyway, didn't hear or see anything. And that evening, yeah, we were just in our pool, which is just like at the back of the building anyway. But I didn't hear any knocks on the door or anything like that, so the area itself was wonderful. You may have seen my little walk around on my 500 subscriber thank you video I did. I did want to do a little walk around of the area, and I'm glad I did, even though I couldn't walk far because of the heat. Yeah, I was quickly reminded that it's like swampland though, and when you're driving around you see a lot of swamps too, but that body of water where the warning sign is about keeping away from the edge is at the edge of the water. Could have done with being further back or having another one, which I would obviously wouldn't have gone too close to it then, but yeah, lucky there. And that was funny. So yeah, I'm gonna stop now because I could ramble on all day about this. So I'm gonna stop, have the rest of my tea, try and warm up a bit, get myself back slowly into the routine of things here. And if you've made it this far through the update, then well done you. Congratulations. You're through to the next level. And I'll see you guys on the next video. So bye for now. See you on the next one. Bye bye.